have this quick video here to kind of give you an overview of my expectations regarding mini practice set 1. I know a lot of students will look at this and say there's nothing mini about it, but in real life, yes, it's very mini. Most businesses will have way more transactions than this. But this is going to give me an idea as to how comfortable you are with the accounting cycle from steps 1 through 5. Most students feel very comfortable at this point. If you're not, then we need to find an opportunity to get in and get some extra help. But let's first look over the instructions, and then I want to point out a couple of things in your workbook. This is a company called TechVision Web Design, and here's a little bit about the company. Whether you're interested in a website for your new hair salon or a corporate intranet site, techvision.com websites can provide design, hosting, and maintenance services. So that should give you a clue right there that is how they're going to earn their income. They can provide those services for small mom and pop businesses and the multinational corporation alike. Jack Hines, owner of TechVision, is known for his unique and dynamic presentations on the web. His creativity and knowledge of web cultures make him a success in electronic content delivery. Here's a little bit about the organization. TechVision is organized as a sole proprietorship. The business is fully owned and operated by Jack Hines. Your responsibilities, these are your steps, are to act as the accounting clerk and use the accounting stationery in your working papers to open general ledger accounts for each of the accounts in the chart of accounts, analyze each business transaction, enter each business transaction into the general journal starting on page 1, post those general journal entries into the appropriate general ledger accounts, and then prove the general ledger by preparing a trial balance. Here's your list of accounts that you're going to be using. Once you've opened those accounts in the ledger, then you're going to go back to your journal and start recording these transactions. Notice that we have May 2nd appearing twice. You're not going to group those together. You're going to have two separate transactions that just happen to have the same date. The same happens down here on the 30th. We have three transactions that happened on May 30th. You're going to write them all three separately. Now, turn in your workbooks starting on page 129. I'm going to back up a little bit here. On page 129, you once again see this chart of accounts. It's the same that you see in your textbook. If you turn the page, you're going to see some source documents. I am not going to require you to use source documents. These source documents are going to correspond with the transactions you have in your book, and you are welcome to use the transactions in the book. The first instruction that they say over here is to open general ledger accounts for each of the accounts in the chart of accounts. That means you're going to skip over page 133 for now, and you're going to start on page 135 writing cash and the account number, and then the accounts receivable. Let me see here. Accounts receivable, Andrew Hospital, and the account number. You're going to work your way all the way through all of these. We're starting the business from scratch, so none of them will have a balance. After you have opened them, which means you've only put the account and the number, then you're going to come back to page 133, and you're going to complete instruction numbers 2 and 3. You're going to analyze each business transaction, and you're going to record it in the general journal. It says you're going to start on page 1. But you will have so many transactions that you have to actually go to the next page. On page 2, you're obviously going to change this so it says page 2, and you're also going to have to start by writing the year, the month, and the day, just like we did on the first page. After that, you can just simply put the date. Once you've recorded all of your transactions, it'll take you to about halfway down. You're going to begin posting those transactions to your general ledger. Once you've posted everything, then on page 139, you're going to complete your last instruction, and that's to prepare a trial balance, where you list all of the accounts, their normal balance, and see if they balance. If they don't balance, you're going to have to go back and try to find your error. Don't forget the top 3 lines here. That's usually what students forget when they're completing the mini practice. If you have questions, refer back to the video, refer to your book, or ask your neighbors. Good luck.